Good morning, students. So today we are going to cover question number 4 of your exercise 2.2 polynomials. I hope till question number 3rd, till question number exercise 2.1 and 2.2 question number 3rd, up to question number 3rd, all the questions are clear to you all. I think you don't have any doubt, and if you have any doubt you can ask me your queries, your doubt in the Zoom session or any other later session. But for that you all need to watch those videos that we are uploading on the Earthself, as well as you need to submit your homework, and you all need to attend the Zoom meetings also, okay, for asking your doubts. Okay, now what are zeros of the polynomials? What are polynomials? I have already covered this topic in the earlier classes, in the earlier lectures. Now today is find the zero of the polynomial in each of the following, and I think I have also explained you that this thing, that how to find the zero of a polynomial by putting that equation equals to 0, right? So if the question is px, the first part is px equals to x plus 5, and you just need to find the zero of this equation. What you need to do is, or I'll give you one basic concept is, I'll give you the basic concept. Okay, now zeros of the polynomial for getting zero of a polynomial, put px is equals to 0. Simple. So this is a simple statement that you need to use in these 5 questions, 1 2 3 4 5, right? For getting zero of a polynomial you just need to put px equals to 0. अगर आप px को 0 के equal put कर देते हैं बेटा, then the value that you will get, the value of x is equals to the root or 0 of this equation. Now how to solve this? So px is equals to x plus 5. For getting the 0 of this equation, I just need to put 0 here, x plus 5. So I just need to transpose this 5 in LHS. What I'll get, minus 5 is equals to x, or the correct representation is x is equals to minus 5. So this is your answer. Similarly, I think there is no doubt, the basic concept related to all these questions is, for getting 0 of a polynomial, put px equals to 0. Now again, for getting the value of x, or getting the value of, or the zeros of this equation, you just need to put px equals to 0, 2x plus 5. What you will get, first you need to transpose 5 in the LHS, then you just need to cross multiply these two values. So what you will get, x equals to minus 5 by 2. Any doubt? 2 into 1 is equals to 2, minus 5 upon 2. So the value of x equals to minus 5 by 2. So this is your answer. Now see this question again. I just put px equals to 0 is equals to 3x minus 2. I just need to transpose 2 in the LHS. What I'll get, 2 plus 2 is equals to 3x. Now I just need to cross multiply these two values, 2 divided by 3x. This is also correct, but the correct representation is x is equals to 2 by 3, because 2 by 3 is known and x is unknown. That's why you just always put unknown value in LHS and known value in RHS. This is a basic concept that you will also learn in the higher classes also, okay? No need to worry about it. So I'm just giving you some additional points so that you can learn the additional things also. Now the 7th part is px equals to cx plus d, where c is not equals to 0. C can't be equals to 0, otherwise it will not be a लीनियर इक्वेशन. अगर बेटा c 0 के इक्वल हो जाता है तो ये तो फिर क्वेश्चन ही नहीं रह जाएगा, ये तो फिर क्या हो गया, इक्वल्स टू डी, और डी क्या है, कांस्टेंट टर्म है. ओके, सो दिस इज द कंडीशन गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन, दो इट इज नॉट दैट मच रिक्वायर्ड फॉर यू ऑल. c is not equals to 0, c and d are real numbers. Okay, what you need to do is simply put px equals to 0, cx plus d, again transpose d in the LHS, cx, then you just need to cross multiply these two values. What you will get, x is equals to minus d upon c. C is in the denominator, so minus d upon c, x equals to minus d upon c. Now the 6th part, px equals to ax and the condition which is given is a is not equals to 0. बेटा अगर a 0 के इक्वल हो गया तब तो कोई क्वेश्चन ही नहीं रहेगा ना, px तो अपने आप ही 0 हो गया. So for that what you need to do is px equals to 0 ax. अब बेटा उसने a is not equals to 0 क्यों कहा, उसके पीछे रीज़न है. there is a reason. Now let's say मैंने कहा 0 upon a is equals to x. I just cross multiply this a in the denominator. Now beta अगर if a is equals to 0, let's say if this condition is not given and by somehow you just made a equals to 0, then 0 upon 0, there is a special case beta that you will learn in higher classes, that how to solve 0 upon 0 condition. Okay, so that's why he already given this condition the question that a must not be equals to 0. So 0 upon a, and you know 0 upon a is equals to 0. So the value of x is equals to 0. So you can say these are the zeros of these polynomials, or you can say these are the roots of these equations. Please note it down fast. Then today we will start remainder theorem also. Now the next thing is remainder theorem. I'll give you one basic example for the same. Let's say I have 2 and let's say this is let's say 11. So 2 5s are 10 and the remainder is equals to 1, right? What I can write here is this is remainder, this is quotient, this is dividend, this is divisor. Any doubt? Now can I write it like this? In the mixed fraction, and 1 is in the top. So this is the mixed fraction. 5 comes to this position, 2 comes to this position, and 1 comes to upper position. So 5, now you just multiply these two values and add this one, right? Okay, so you can write 2 into 5 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 10 plus 1, 11. What is 11? 11 is dividend, 2 is divisor, 5 is quotient, and 1 is a remainder. So the complete formula comes out to be dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder, or you can simply write, let's say dividend is capital D, divisor is small d into Q plus R. So this is the basic concept behind remainder theorem. Please note it down fast. Then I'll give you one example. So this is the basic concept. Now this is a basic question. Divide px by gx, where px is given x plus 3x square minus 1 and gx is given 1 plus x. Now the correct way of representation of a polynomial, as I have already told you, is px must be written like this: first the higher degree, then the lower, and then the lower. So 2 minus 1 1, 1 minus 1 0, right? Similarly, gx must be written like this, x plus 1. Any doubt? Okay. Now how to solve this question? So px, divide px by gx. So gx divide px like this, right? Now what is gx? X plus 1. And what is px? 3x square plus 1x minus 1. Now I just need to divide this polynomial by this. This is a quadratic polynomial, this is a linear. Now x की power 1, but here x की power 2 is given. So first you need to balance the degrees. So x की power 1, what I need to multiply with this to get x की power 2? So this is x की power 1, so I need x की power 1 here. So x की power 1 will give you x की power 2. But one more thing is given, 3. So what I need to multiply with this? So I just need to multiply 3. So x into 3x will give you 3x square, right? Now here two values are given. So first 3x is multiplied by this and then this is multiplied by this. So 1 into 3x, 3 into this is 3x. You can solve this here like x plus 1 is multiplied by 3x to get 3x square. So when I multiply this, what I'll get? 3x square plus 3x. Any doubt in this? Now solve this. Minus minus. I just subtract this value from this. I just subtract 3x square plus 3x from 3x square plus 1x. What I'll get? These two terms get cancelled out. This is plus 1, this is minus 3. So what I'll get? Minus 2x and minus 1. I think this thing is clear to you all. What I have done here is plus 1x minus 3x will give you minus 2x. Any doubt? And minus 1 this. Now see, what you want to get here is minus 2. Now what you want at this position is minus 2x, but here only x is given. X की power 1, x की power 1, no problem. X की power 1, x की power 1, no problem. Minus 2 is here. So what I need to do is minus 2. So minus 2 into x will give you minus 2x, okay. And minus 1, minus 2 plus 1, minus plus, minus 2 ones are 2. Now I hope most of the students are confused in this. Now see, what I did is minus 2 plus so minus 2 multiplied by x plus 1 will give you minus 2x minus 2. Every time you need to make this thing equal so that these two terms are cancel out. These two terms get cancel out. So बेटा यहाँ पे आपको 3x square ही आपने क्यों बनाया? Reason है यहाँ पे 3x square था. For that you just need to make this equals to 3x square. Similarly here minus 2x is given, so you need to get a value minus 2x here. For that you just multiply minus 2 with this. Earlier what you did is 3x you just multiply with this value to get 3x square. I think this thing is clear to you all. Now again these two values get cancel out. What you will get? Minus 1 plus 2 which is equals to plus 1. So this is your remainder. So this is your remainder. Okay, this is your quotient. This is your dividend, this is your divisor. Please note it down fast. So now you can put these values in the earlier formula that I have given to you. So what is dividend here? 3x square plus 1x minus 1. What is the divisor here? X plus 1. What is the quotient here? 3x minus 2. What is the remainder here is 1. So this is the complete representation of divisor, dividend, quotient and remainder. Note it down fast. Now there is one basic concept. As I have already explained you this formula, that dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Let's say I have dividend equals to px. It's a polynomial in x variable, and a divisor let's say is gx in variable x. Then the degree of px, beta जो dividend की जो degree होगी, the degree of dividend must be greater than or equals to gx. What does it mean? If I ask you what is the maximum degree of highest degree of this dividend, you will definitely say sir 2. And here, what if I ask you what is the highest degree of the denominator or the divisor, you will exactly say sir 1, right? This is the highest degree. So 2 is greater than 1. Okay. So there is one example for degree of px greater than degree of gx. Now it can also be possible like this: 3x square plus 1x minus 1 divided by 3x square plus 1. So here if I ask you what is the highest degree of this dividend, you will say sir 2. And if I ask you what is the highest degree of this divisor, you will say 2. So this is the example where degree of px is equals to degree of gx. So I think these two examples are sufficient for you all to get the gist of this concept, that degree of numerator, or you can say degree of numerator must be greater than or equals to degree of denominator. And we all know that on the numerator we have dividend and on the denominator we have divisor. Any doubt in this? This is your numerator, and this is the denominator. Okay, please note it down fast. Now in this case, you just need to find the remainder when you divide x cube plus 1 divided by x plus 1. So this is the dividend and this is the divisor. Now here x की power 1 is given and here x की power cube is there. So what I need to multiply with this to get x cube? So बेटा x की power 1 के साथ मैं क्या multiply करूँ यहाँ पे so that I'll get x cube. So you said sir x की power 2. 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. So x की power 2, when I multiply with x की power 1, I'll get x की power cube. But at the same time, I just need to multiply this with x also. So what I'll get, x square plus 1 is x square. Any doubt in this? X plus 1 when multiply with x square, what you'll get, x cube plus x square. Now minus minus, these two values get cancelled out. What you will get, minus x square plus 1, right? Minus x square plus 1. Now what you have, minus x square, but here you have only x. Then what you need to do is, what you will multiply with x to get minus x square. So first you just multiply x की power 1, 1 plus 1 2, and there is one minus sign. So when you multiply minus x with x, you will get minus x square. So this is minus, this is plus, so I'll just I just minus x की power 1. So x की power 1 into x की power 1 will give you x square. Like here, x plus 1 into x की power 1, what you will get? First you multiply these two values and then this. So minus x square minus x minus x. So x into x, x square minus plus minus, then plus 1 into minus x will give you minus x. Plus plus, these two values get cancelled out. What you will get? X plus 1. Now you can see the degree the divisor is x plus 1 and the remainder is also x plus 1. Now what I'll get? Plus 1. So 1 x ja x, 1 1 ja 1. What is the remainder? 0. Because these two terms get cancelled out. So the remainder is 0. Sorry. So x plus 1 into 1 will give you x plus 1. So in this way you just need to divide x cube plus 1 by x plus 1, and later in higher classes you will learn that x plus 1 is a factor of this. Okay. So what is your answer? Find the remainder. So the remainder is 0. This is your answer. Please note it down first. And this is all for the day. Watch these videos. Try to solve the worksheet that we have given to you. And in the Zoom session, ready with your doubts and attend the Zoom session also. Okay. So because on that basis, because on the basis of your views on the URSL and of your work submission on the URSL, you will get the attendance. Okay. So revise these questions, revise these concepts, and till the next time, thank you.